Okay, looks like the race is about to start, so
Cool,
here we
cool.
go. There we go. They're kicking off.
Nate only slightly ahead in real time, but that'll all be reflected later once the race is over.
Yeah. And they got their timers running, so you can see how well they're doing.
Sure.
So first things to address, you'll see them both grabbing the M gun here, and there is a reason for that. Even though the M gun is awful, for whatever reason, when you grab it on this level, it reduces the amount of backpack guys running around. So, but the real big thing here is they just need to get spread. They need to get the R, and then hopefully not get screwed over by the jungle boss. So, like, there's not much to say about this stage other than that jungle boss.
Nate almost got clipped by a troll there. Scary. He like walked on a troll. Oh, and he eats it from the turret. That's not a good way to start. Ooh, rough.
Yeah, that
uphill battle for Nate here. Although let's
he's got the R still, so it's not so bad. But
see how Dikembe treats TFX. Oh, perfect. Dikembe fight there.
Yeah, good RNG for her.
Indeed.
Nate's kind of stuck sitting back. Unfortunately, he got pushed back out. Because he can't always get in there.
On to base. First stage for spread rhythm.
My DLC feed's lagging a little bit on me.
They're doing pretty well with the low percent here.
That's good. I can watch it on the channel stream for now. I don't know what happened. My VLC froze up on me.
Another death there, unfortunate.
Was that for Nate?
For Nate, yeah. He's 2 deaths in now.
Yeah, single elimination, best of 1 for the time being, Aaron.
TFX with the clean boss kill there. Nate's gonna have to make do with the, I guess we'll just call it the regular gun, right? That's what R stands for.
Yeah, that's what I learned from a YouTube comment on Toad's video. Those comments are always right. Yeah, I'm gonna reboot my VLC. Hopefully this is gonna work. Alright, yeah. That's better. I see TFX on waterfall now.
TFX having a pretty solid climb so far. Snipes the underwater troll attempt. Comes to the bridge though, has to take a short break, which collects the B. That's gonna allow her to move on.
Yeah, you'll see a few different strategies at the bridge area and the barrier grab, depending on what people are comfortable with. The earlier you grab the B, the worse off the top becomes. You got to be careful about not getting shot by some stray bullets from the turrets. But your jump patterns can also determine where those bullets will go. So, see how it pans out.
Forgot too well for Nate there.
TFX had to hold back, but she made the right call there. She got held up a bit, but no death keeps the spread in the R, and that's really, really crucial to maintain speed in this game for base 2. You do not have to 1cc to run. I mean, if you get a game over, you get a game over, or a continue, you get a continue, and you just start over and hope for the best.
Continues in this game are a very standard penalty, so this game doesn't exactly have continue abuse, so if it happens, it happens. You just gotta deal with it.
Because sometimes the game is just gonna be really cruel in a live setting like this. TFX moving in base 2.
I like your use of the word sometimes. That's quite the positive reinforcement you're throwing out there.
I pretend the game's nice sometimes, just to feel better about my life.
I gotta give Nate his props. Made his way to the jungle boss here, or sorry, the waterfall boss, pretty hastily, given all that he's had to endure up to this point.
It looks like he grabbed the spread, which I honestly don't recommend doing because you can't get an R, but maybe it'll benefit him in some ways later. Uh-oh.
TFX gets sniped in that base 2 room. Now she's stuck with the R.
P shooter versus spread without R. Honestly, she's still in a better position. The P shooter is going to be faster in this stage than the spread without the R for Nate, so.
Yeah, true. I never thought about how condensed the shots are if you don't have optimized spread. getting
Yeah,
out
it's
like
true.
2 shots at a time. It's something.
It's true creeping death. I've never been angry at this game in my life.
Not once. The name is a myth. Complete misnomer.
I mean, you can get an R later, but you've lost so much time in the first rooms. I feel like it's not worth it, Nick. But I don't know.
We can see how that works out for him. How many jumps TFX gets? I believe that was 4 jumps. Not too bad. On to the last room to take out the centerpiece. Now Nate's cooking with gas. See how things fare for these boss fights. Boss fight with pea shooter is going to be interesting, but we'll see if Nate can catch up.
Yeah, pea shooter is not fun for this boss. Not at all. The low percent run is awful because of this.
The low percent run, you can take a death and not lose time. That should tell you exactly how horrible this boss fight is in low percent. Pretty silly.
Yeah, I mean, the death piece can actually help you because it delays the bubble patterns. So if you know how to do it, it's pretty good. But in a race setting, that's pretty risky, especially if you're already down to 1 life, which she is. So definitely don't want to do that, I don't think.
TFX takes it out. Good stuff.
Snowfield time. Shooting stuff, exactly, John Taden. Koan Dindy is on Team TFX.
Baldnate is one of TFX's mods, so yeah, I can.
Well, yeah, I know.
See that.
It makes sense.
TFX with a pretty sizable lead here. It's about a 28-second lead, I believe, is what I calculated. Oh, TFX takes a game over from a troll bullet.
Classic.
This is gonna give Nate a chance to catch up for sure.
Don't pog champ in here, Toad. Sorry, I just had to act like I was.
Who are you, Ro?
Yeah. I just had to pull a Ro. I feel like Ro should be here to say something like that, and he's not.
Sub it in. Okay, okay. So, Nate definitely on the comeback trail here.
Yeah, it's looking interesting now. How dare you?
I'm curious to see what TFX is going to go for here. I mean, you got to get the spread here, right? It's in the middle portion. Oh,
yeah,
eats
the
it.
spread's the bottom.
So the good news is, even though she took a death, she should be able to get spread here, assuming it doesn't despawn. Troll's being pretty rude, though.
Oh no, that guy shooting up is not being nice.
Ah, it's not good. Yeah, that's a game changer right there. Took all 3 lives.
Ooh. Yikes.
Yeah, that was not what you want to see happen for sure.
Contra's a great racing game. It treats you well.
Here's how many people are on our audience that were here for our first Contra One Night Only tournament. That was 2 years ago, I want to say it was.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe a little more.
Pretty solid tournament overall. I recall Toad ended up winning, RGL's own Toad, but Death Devil put in quite the performance to the point where I was wondering if Death Devil was going to show out today, but I guess he hasn't played Contra in a while.
Yeah, Death Devil killed it in that tournament.
Yeah, he definitely came to play that
really,
day.
really good spread rhythm.
TFX gets taken out there by the turret and loses spread. Fortunate.
Nate not getting a good flame pattern there.
Nate's got it with the pause strats though. He does employ some pause strats. I've seen quite a bit of that from him.
They're good strats.
Yeah, especially for racing. See how the JJ luck treats him. Roll the dice, and the answer is no jumps.
No jump JJ. That's pretty rare in general.
He jumped when he got to the other side, but he died as soon as he came back down. So yeah, that was pretty good. A little bit better execution would have finished at one cycle, but it was still a very, very good pattern.
No, that's a great pattern. Hanger, this is not a good stage.
Anyway, Nate's certainly got all the resources to be able to put the work into this stage. By the fact that Hanger's rough, no doubt. Snag the B.
See how things go low percent wise for TFX and Energy Zone here. This stage isn't too much different in low percent versus any percent, so things can get ugly if the Mochila guys show up at the wrong time.
I almost tend to think of Energy Zone as like Waterfall 2, because it's in the similarities being that they both are heavily reliant on good platforming more so than good combat. Ooh, looks for the fall. Oh, got the B. That's why she wanted to do it. Okay, okay. There was a reason for that. Down we go. What does the B stand for? That's a good question. Let's ask our expert.
Actually,
Barrier?
I have the. Wait a minute. Where's the... I need my instruction manual. It's got the real info inside.
Hold up. We're opening the time capsule here. Give us a second.
Let me just pull this out real quick. Because
Yeah,
it's got
a rough JJ pattern here, even on low percent.
It's got a ridiculous name, actually.
I'm all for ridiculous names. Contra's not an unridiculous game.
The B is Force Field Falcon. Try to sort that one out.
B for 2 words that don't contain the letter B. Cool, cool.
Oh,
we're doing it here. Ah, so he is. And Nate's gonna work his way to the vial red.
Luckily, the aliens layer is free as long as you just execute well. Like, as long as you're moving and don't stop, pretty much gonna get the same patterns, except for maybe that ceiling spider that drops, which he ran into, but he took care of it. And there it is.
Gonna finish it for Nate with a time of 12:24. GG.
TFX still trugging through Hanger here. This is definitely not a fun stage, low percent. You get caught up a lot more because killing the walls takes longer. Yeah, GG to Nate. That was a great run. She's got the B, which, you know, definitely makes this a lot more manageable here.
She's got the B, she's got the B.
This game's pretty free if you get the RNG and play perfectly. Exactly. That's all you need.
Like, you know, it's free if you're a TAS. Easy peasy. This is still one of my favorite endings on the NES. The ending theme is just so good. Yo, those I've never seen that before. Just mowing down the trolls as they come out of the door with spread. You can do it while aiming upright. That's so cool. Like, the hitbox will still tag them. That's just brilliant.
That's why you need that spread gun.
Like, it's like they're just not even there. That was sick.
Just got that M out of the way. Getting that Falcon Field Force bullcrap B, whatever it is. We just call it barrier. There's a B on it. Yeah.
We gotta start calling it bubble, but there's not a bubble around it, unfortunately. Alright, so that's one snowfield victim down. I guess we'll be waiting for the next one. Snowfield
you definitely
pretty heartless there, for sure.
Yeah, that was a bad situation, unfortunately. B is for bullcrap. I guess, maybe, yeah.
They'll finish it for TFX at the time of 14:43. GG.
They're going to do a 30 for 30 on ESPN about our one night only tournaments.